I think if he'd have hit that, there was a chance he could have scored himself, but he decided to knock it back to Ali, and I think it came so quick. I honestly think Ali McCoist thought that Ian was going to hit it himself.
I think David's right, isn't he, Ray?
Exactly right, yeah. Durante should definitely have walloped that.
What is a bit worrying is that Abedi Pele is beginning to slip up a gear, and Voller is coming into the play more, and that we saw a bit of interchange passing between the two of them, Ray, towards the end of the first half.
Well, I think that was always the position. Once they went in front, and these guys, they needed a bit of encouragement, and as we see, that was a fabulous one too, but good goalkeeping from Gorham. Once they're in front and their tails are up and they've got that little bit of encouragement, you really do see these guys turn on a bit of ability. But then again, Rangers stifled them again, and I thought, well done, like you're well back in it. And they've had a couple of opportunities from set pieces, and on a couple of occasions been a little bit unfortunate.
The disappointing aspect about Pele, Ray, is for all his skill, I mean, he should have an equity card, shouldn't he? I mean, rolling around.
Yeah, well, I think we come to get used to these guys, don't we? And he's had a couple of tussles with Goffey, and Richard's let him know he's about, and we haven't really seen as much of him as I thought we would have done.
Which we should be thankful about. OK, well, I think we'll take another break there in a couple of minutes. Come back to us, and we'll be heading back to France for the second half live. Marseille against Rangers. Hey, the Rangers supporters, they're a goal down, their club's a goal down, but they're in high spirits, in some form of a cage there in the Velodrome. But glad to say at the moment there have been no reports of any incidents, so that's good news. It's important actually, Ray, that they're in good behaviour tonight.
Yes, and I don't think they'll go there and cause any problem whatsoever. They're a great bunch of supporters, and I'm sure they'll behave themselves for the sake of Rangers Football Club.
One last incident just from the first half, Davey. Let's have a look at it. Our man Pele again at the heart of things. Luckily it fell to Angloma.
Yeah, well, Pele's really beginning to play a wee bit now, once he got ahead. A left foot chance there. I think Andy Gorham really always had that covered. He got it down and he just hit it in the volley. But Andy had it covered there, no danger. You
actually said right at the time you were glad when you saw it falling to him.
Yeah, I was delighted. He didn't actually look as if he could kick a ball with his left foot. The shape he was in, there was no way that was going to cause Andy any problem at all.
It's a tense affair, Ray, isn't it? And it shouldn't be, or should it?
It should be, yeah. It's obviously they realise the importance of it, but it has been tense. We haven't really seen any flowing football at all, not many chances from free play, and that's been a little bit disappointing. Hopefully the second half will liven up a bit.
How will Rangers hope to get back into this game then?
Well, they just have to, I think mainly it's free kicks. They're going to have to get some set pieces and get the ball in the box, and hopefully Richard Goff and David McPherson getting up and getting a header. Really in outfield play they don't look like scoring a goal at this moment in time, but with the way they've come back in this tournament so far, they could do it again, and I hope they do.
But what they can't do, Ray, is scoring chances they get.
Yes, that's right. Once they get a chance, they've got to make the goalkeeper make saves and hit the target. Durante, we keep going back to it, but that really was a first-class chance to actually test the goalkeeper out in that sort of atmosphere. If he hits the target, I think probably Ali was looking to poach in on a knockdown rather than the ball coming back across to him. But once they get there, they've got to start hitting the target. You
were a bit annoyed with Trevor Stephen, I think, in the first half on one occasion, Ray, when they had a free kick and he knocked it really, really wide. I mean, he didn't get it into a hurtful area, did he?
Well, I think when they get free kicks around there, with McPherson, Richard Goff and Brownie, if you stick a good ball in there, you must have a chance of getting not only the first header, but the second chance as well. And I feel, had Trevor even played Ian Ferguson, I think it was vice versa, they would only have got a cross in anyway.
Right. OK, well, they've got a lot to do. The teams are coming back out over in the Velodrome. Let's go back to Marseille and rejoin our commentary team, Jerry McNee and Gordon McQueen. Jerry, it's all yours.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Velodrome. There is the referee, Mario van der Ende, from Holland, who's handled what was a fairly tough first half and handed out no fewer than 4 bookings, 3 of them to Marseille, to Demeco, Desailly and Boksic, and Ali McCoist of Rangers. So these players will have to be extremely careful in the second half. But Rangers with a huge task on their hands, because Marseille is still very much the heart of the French national team. Players like Cassani, Deschamps, Sosi, Bolly, Durand and Angloma were all in the European Championship squad in Sweden last summer. So Gordon, Walter Smith and Archie Knox have had a chance to speak to their men. What do you think they've said?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's actually been a disappointing game of football the first 45 minutes. I think what Walter Smith and Archie Knox will be saying now, they've obviously got out and have a positive approach in the second half, but at the same time, they can't throw caution to the wind because if you leave gaps at the back, obviously with the quality of players that Marseille have got up front, Boxic, Vola, Abdi Pele, they could get severely punished. And it may just be that set plays is where Rangers could get back into this game. Obviously with the aerial threat of Richard Gough, David McPherson, no doubt they'll be pushing John Brown up as well. But it's certainly too early yet to start throwing everybody forward.
And of course, what Rangers will remember is that one goal puts them not just back in this match, but back in the tournament. A draw tonight, it would set it all up for a fortnight hence when they entertain CSKA Moscow at Ibrox Stadium. And Marseille have to travel to Belgium to face Club Brugge, who say they plan to make it a hot night for them. They reckon they were badly treated here, and they're looking for a measure of revenge. So Rangers have 45 minutes to save themselves.
I think for one thing for sure, Jerry, you're right, Rangers off at your peril.
Well, they've come back so many times this season, but this, without doubt, is the biggest task they have faced. Marseille, of course, seeded #1 in the tournament. Well, no French side has ever won the European Champions Cup. They've reached the final on 3 occasions, and it's become French sides have reached the final on 3 occasions, I should say, and certainly Bernard Tapie, the owner, is obsessed by winning the Champions Cup. Marseille, of course, lost the 1991 final to Red Star on penalty kicks, which was a cruel blow to them, and they went out in the semi-final of 1990 to Benfica on away goals. So they've had their heartaches in this competition, and then tonight they'll want to make sure there is no repeat. But, right away, Rangers get themselves a free kick. Well, I said early in this match that set pieces would perhaps be Rangers' best chance. Here comes Ali McCoist, and it's swept away there by Desailly. This is McPherson, and that one goes the way of Marseille. And it's Demeco to take it. It's headed on by Voller, and this time it's Rangers' ball. So this crowd in excess of 40,000 settling again after the break. It's certainly been a noisy night in a very dramatic setting, with a backdrop of mountains, and of course all the colourful banners and flags of both sets of fans.
Yeah, the referee, a little foul there against Ian Ferguson. He just lifted his boot a little bit high. Certainly doesn't stand any nonsense at all, this referee.
Well, he's handled the likes of Roma, Juventus and Real Madrid in recent seasons, and he was specially chosen by UEFA for this tie because it's a high-risk tie in their eyes. That's Voller getting the touch, but straight into the path of David Robertson. A long one now for Ali McCoist to chase, but he really has had a thankless task tonight without Mark Catley. And he's up against some of the toughest tackling defenders in world football. Well, the likes of Mark Catley and Trevor Steven, not to mention Mo Johnson, have often said that French football is the most physical they've come across. And we see some of the tackling tonight from Basil Bolly and Desailly. You get the point. They don't stand on ceremony. So now it's a free kick to Marseille. Well, funnily enough, they only twice have lost here at home in European competition in the last 20 years or so. Both times was to Ajax of Amsterdam. And here they come now in the shape of Angloma, but it's Robertson getting it away, and Robertson has gone down. Well, David Robertson has had 1 or 2 injury problems of late, and Rangers will be hoping not to lose his services, but he went down in such a manner that would suggest he might be in trouble here. Rangers have Neil Murray, Gary McSwagan, Stephen Presley and the experienced Oleg Kuznetsov on the bench. And of course, Ali Maxwell is the standby goalkeeper. Well, David Robertson tonight, this is his 53rd game of the season. He's missed just one game. That was the European tie against Bruges at Ibrox.
Yeah, I think David Robertson's got a little bit of a problem here. Seen John Brown indicating to the bench that to get one of the substitutes warmed up. And that obviously is a problem for Rangers. I mean, who did they bring on? Who did they put into the left-back slot?
So the Rangers substitutes warming up. But Robertson back on his feet. And he looks as though he's prepared to continue. That's aimed in at Voller. It's headed away by Goff. Picked up by Ian Ferguson. He's trying to find Durant. But, the covers there from Basil Bolly. Voller's in there ahead of Brown. Still such a dangerous player, and the free kick is awarded against Richard Goff for his challenge on Rudy Voller. So Andy Gorham getting things lined up. And Goff and Voller, old adversaries. Goff in fact played against them when Goff was at Dundee United and Voller was at Werder Bremen, and then they played against one another in the Mexico World Cup. So this is Sosi. That's a great effort off the face of the crossbar. He's in there again. Well, he carries such a threat, this man, from set pieces, Frank Sosi. And here he is again. This is Demeco. And a free kick against McPherson. Well, the Rangers players are pointing out that the far side linesman had his flag raised, but it's down again.
It was a fantastic strike, this because he's certainly been the most influential player in the field tonight. He's a player that's really impressed me. And what a free kick that was.
So this is Demeco. And it's Robertson getting in a good clearance. It's returned by Deschamps. And the offside flag has gone up. And that takes the pressure off Rangers. It's good running by Durant. He gets in the early cross. It's cut out though by Bolly. This is Ferguson. And that's a corner kick to Rangers. So again, the signal for Goff and McPherson to move forward. Well, John Brown's going up as well. McCall is staying at the back with Robertson to counter any break. So it's Trevor Stephen sending it in. It breaks out to Ian Durant. Oh, that's a wonderful goal by Ian Durant. 53 minutes gone. A superb strike by Ian Durant. And Rangers are alive and well in this tournament. Well, if Soti's goal was a terrific strike, so too was this. 52 minutes gone.
Well,
Marseille won, Rangers won.
They've done it again, would you believe it? What a fabulous strike this has been, Durant. Lovely little bend on it, gave Barthez no chance whatsoever. Trevor Stevens sweeps in the in-swinging corner, comes off the head of Bolly, and Ian Durant pounces in this one. Fabulous strike.
Well, what a game we have in our hands now. Well, Gordon did say just after kick-off, you write off this Rangers team at your peril. And they just continue to amaze you. Time after time, in adversity, they have fought back this season.
Well, this is unbelievable stuff. Have we got a game in our hands now? What about this for a strike? Fabulous.
So Ian Durant, that's his third goal in European football this season. He also scored against Lyngby and Bruges. But Rangers now making a change. David Robertson is having to leave the field, and Neil Murray is the player preparing to come on. So John Brown will probably take up the left-back position. So an early touch for the Rangers substitute. That's powerfully headed away. There's McPherson.
Well, this is a big test for Neil Murray, but as we've seen in the match in Bruges, he's well equipped to do the job.
Well, Neil Murray, this is his 4th European appearance of the season. He started 3 of the games. He played against Marseille at Ibrox, the full match, and the 2 games against Bruges. So he has picked up a bit of European experience this season. But he's playing on the right-hand side of the field. Goff and McPherson are in the central roles, and Brown has moved out to the left. Once again, the versatility of John Brown coming to the fore. But the great news from the Velodrome at the moment is that Rangers are back in this match, but a lot of testing times ahead of them. This is Angloma. He plays it early into the near post, looking for Rudy Voller, but it's well handled by Andy Gorham. So 55 minutes gone. It's Marseille 1, Rangers 1.
Yeah, it was a good run forward with Angloma again, and he whips this one into the near post. Andy Gorham goes down and smothers the ball.
Well, Rangers would feel themselves unlucky to lose the first half goal, really down to a mistake. But then surviving that tremendous shot by Soze off the crossbar, and then breaking upfield and grabbing the equaliser. So another night of drama in this Champions League. And that's a goal kick. Well, a draw tonight means that the 2 teams go forward to their final games. And really that will be a night and a half if things stay as they are. Of course, it will all come down then to goal difference involving only goals between the Marseille and Rangers. If they're still equal, it will then be away goals between those 2 sides. If they were still level after that, it would then go to overall goal difference, and that's where Marseille are ahead at the moment. They are +9 to Rangers +2. But it is a highly complicated system that UEFA have put together. Even after that, it goes to most goals, and then the best record from the first 2 rounds. And Rangers, in fact, have the best record, having won home and away against Lyngby and Leeds. But still a lot to happen here tonight. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And Marseille getting the most difficult game they've had here in the Velodrome this season. When you think they took 6 goals off CSKA Moscow, and they knocked in 3 in something like 26 minutes against Bruges. But every time they move forward, there's danger. And that's a good challenge by McCall. It's headed away by Ferguson. This is Bolly for Marseille, which laid off by Soze. Played through by Deschamps, but Boksic beaten to it. Now it's Durant. This is Desailly. Edele, the switch of play looking for Eric Dimeco. And Trevor Steven sending it high. That was a difficult one for Andy Gorham. And of course, the pass-back rule coming into play. I don't think he was sure whether the ball had cannoned off John Brown. He'd passed it back, but he took the safe option. He didn't pick it up.
He's very comfortable in those situations, Andy Gorham. I mean, the whole stadium went into an uproar there, but Andy Gorham was as casual as you like.
And now he floats it forward to John Brown. The header into McCall. It's Brown again. Looking for Ali McCoy's, but just too much in that one. Trevor Steven was also running through.
That wasn't far away from being a very good ball there from John Brown.
Ali McCoy's tonight chasing his 50th goal of the season for Rangers and trying to achieve a Rangers European record. He sits on 12 goals along with Ralph Brand, a record that's lasted for 30 odd years now. McPherson's header. Ferguson climbing for it. Ferguson winning a lot more of the ball in midfield now, looking a lot more confident. And Durant's working extremely hard as well. And Trevor Stephen wins a free kick for Rangers. Well, you just wonder if some self-doubt is starting to creep into Marseille. When you think of the way the swept aside, the sides from Moscow and from Bruges, and now they're battling for their survival in this tournament. They know one more slip will put them out. So in this, the 5th match, everything's still on a knife edge.
They're actually defending quite comfortable at the back, and Abdi Pele tonight really, I mean, apart from 1 or 2 bursts in the first half, really hasn't been in the game a great deal.
So 60 minutes played here at the Velodrome, and it's Marseille 1, Rangers 1. Well, Gorham's clearance not the best, he's off his line, but fortunately for Rangers, that ball deflecting. So the throw-in quickly taken in the direction of Rudi Voller. He was challenged by Goff initially, then Ferguson. This is Demeco. Good play by Demeco. And the early cross is a dangerous one, headed away by John Brown under pressure from Boksic. Still that ball in play. And headed away by Ferguson, but the referee awarding the free kick just outside the penalty area to Marseille. And a yellow card shown to Neil Murray. That's Murray's first booking of the competition, and this is a dangerous moment. Again, it's that man, Franck Sosi. Well, testing moment this for the likes of John Brown, David McPherson and the goalkeeper. Well, it's played beyond everyone. Picked up now by Angloma, just kept in play. Ian Durant showing a lot of confidence there. And that's a free kick to Rangers. Well, the referee pouncing in absolutely everything here. Well, the Rangers fans just in behind John Brown, giving the team all the backing they can muster. They're outnumbered tonight, 40-1, but they're giving it their best shot, as are Rangers, but that's a free kick to Marseille.
You just sensed a little bit of frustration coming into the Marseille play just now. Rangers had quieted the crowd down for a little while there.
This is Goff climbing for it. Gets it away from Voller, touch on by McCall. This is Durant, it's McCall again. And House round there battling for it, but that's a free kick against the Dutchman. So it's played through by Angloma to Abdi Pele. Swept away by John Brown. Ali McCoy's giving chase here with Desailly. But comfortable defending. It's McPherson's header. Goes just beyond Deschamps to Durant. This is McCall. It's headed away by Bolly. Picked up by Angloma. This is Idele. Good solid challenge by McCall. This is Houstra. Good run now by the Dutchman. It's 2 against 2 here. Rangers pouring players forward. Still it's Houstra. McCall trying to find McCoist. And the chance is lost. But a good run by Houstra, but he just couldn't get it through in the end.
Yeah, he just waited far too long, Jerry. He had a great opportunity there. He put it to Ali McCoist, who was in space there on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Ali McCoist, not a happy man. He's shouting at Houstra. He should have got that ball across earlier.
Well, the likes of McCall was charging forward as well, possibly shouting for it and causing Houstra a bit of confusion. But there's no doubt McCoist was in a great position there. It'd be good to see some more of that play from Houstra. He's been fairly quiet in the second half. And Rangers have themselves another free kick. Demeco on McCoist. That's Durant's cross. Ferguson's in there for Rangers. Now it's Trevor Stephen. He's closed down by Demeco. This is Murray. Slick pass by Murray. And the break's on here now. A late challenge by McCall. And he gets a word of warning from the referee. I think the referee appreciating that he did try to play the ball as he challenged Deschamps. So 65 minutes gone, 1 goal apiece here in the Velodrome in Marseille. This is Angloma. Boksic. And it's Murray stepping in for Rangers. It breaks out to Eric Demeco. Now it's Abdi Pele. Boksic. Pele is in there again. Rangers will have to get this one cleared. McPherson climbing for it. A real collision there. And the referee has given a free kick.
Yeah, a little bit of a clash here with David McPherson. Maybe a little bit of an elbow there. But they've given away a free kick in a very dangerous situation here. We've already seen Sauzet have a great attempt from a similar situation earlier.
So it's Jocelyn Angloma who is receiving treatment. David McPherson finding himself under a lot of pressure there, going for that one, but there's no doubt that there was an elbow used.
Yeah, I think the referee got that one right. But as I said, it's a very dangerous situation, and I don't think there's any question that Sauzet is going to be the man that will come up and try a similar shot to the one he tried before. Great effort it was as well.
Well, he's hovering over the ball. There's Frank Sauzet. He scored a goal. He's hammered one against the crossbar in the second half. And he got him lining up the wall. This is a dangerous moment for Rangers, and it's over the top. And relief among the Rangers fans just behind Andy Gorham's goal. But every time Sauzet gets the ball in that type of situation, it causes a flutter. Well, there's Raymond Gotals, 71 years of age, and this is the third time he's been in charge of Marseille, brought back by Bernard Tapie in his attempt to win the Champions Cup. They call him the scientist. This is Murray for Rangers. And Trevor Stephen trying to play the early ball through to Durant, and he wins the throw-in. Well, Durant has shown a great appetite for the game in the second half, and his confidence has been rising. No wonder after that marvellous equaliser. But even before that, he was showing signs that he was coming more and more into this match. This is Voller inside his own half. The referee awarding a free kick against Ian Ferguson.
Yeah, that was great closing down play there by the Rangers midfield, just not letting any of the Marseille players settle in the ball at all. A free kick given against Ian Ferguson there for that collision.
This is Bolly. It's headed down by Houstra to McCall. Through for Durant. He's tackled by Demeco. Good play by Demeco. He finds Abdi Pele. He gets away from Murray.